Hello, everyone. This is the Astrofiend. I'm back with another podcast. I believe this is 13, 12 or 13, but I think it's 13. But yeah, I'm just coming to chat for a little bit for Pisces season. I'm home from work and I'm chilling. It's almost spring and now it's Aries season. Shout out to all my Aries Let's get it. Let's get it. My birthday's gonna be here pretty soon, so I'm excited about that. And I just thought I'll chat with you for a few, not too long, because as you know, I don't know why, but there's always like trouble with the sound. If it's too low, or is it making that weird like noise, and I don't know why. Because as I said before, like I record from my phone and I actually record from two different phones. And the phone that I'm using, I just use it for like alarm clock, to like play like white noise, that sort of thing. So that's like not like my main phone. Anyway, Pisces season. Pisces season is just blah. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just blah. Like it's not good, but it's not bad. Like I don't know how to describe it, but I would say, I don't know. I think there's something going on, but I'm not sure or clear about it. Because even with me, like sometimes, like I have random moments of being like very emotional, and maybe that's Pisces season. I don't know, but it's just like blah. Not good, not bad, but just whatever. Just whatever. Like I don't know how else to describe it. But even within like my own like zodiac and my own like natal chart, as some of you know, I do have Venus in Pisces, and I also have a minor aspect, Moon sextile Neptune. So hey. Oh, and I do have Chiron in the 12th house. So that's not like a major 12th house placement, but it's just like a regular 12th house placement. But yeah, so like I do have that energy within me, so I can like recognize some of its like qualities. But in terms of just like, I don't know. Like I really do not know. But you know what? That's the whole point of Pisces season, not knowing. Like it's like the dead of the winter. It's the death, it's the end, it's the last. Until spring. Which technically is like a new year. Like if you go by the zodiac, Western zodiac, then March and like spring should be like the start of the new year, not necessarily January. You know what? This is random and I'm going off on a tangent, but I find that so strange. Why is like the middle of winter, like January 1st, considered the new year? That kind of makes no sense. Like Aquarius season. Well, no, it's still Capricorn. So Capricorn season. It's just odd to me. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like it will like make sense for like the first sign of the zodiac, Aries, to be, I guess, the start of the new year. And maybe in some cultures and civilizations that was the case. But I don't know. It's just weird. But you know what? Time is also like a weird concept, because time, if you really think about it, isn't really real. The only thing that's real is the weather, the earth, the stars, solar system. Like time is just like, it's a concept. and it's a human concept, and it doesn't really have rounds in like reality if you really think about it. But yeah, Pisces season and reality. You know, to talk about Neptune and Pisces, I don't know how to describe it, but hold on one second. I'm Googling the exact date of when Neptune went into Pisces, because for some reason I can't memorize it. I believe it started in 20, well, no, 20, 2008. But I just want to see. I just want to see. Okay, because you know what? I get confused in terms of Neptune and Pisces, because I always confuse Pluto and Capricorn with Neptune and Pisces, like the dates, even though it really doesn't make any type of sense. But yeah, the planet of Neptune went into Pisces February 3rd, Aquarius season, 2012, and it's going to be there until 2025. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And let me just look up Pluto and Capricorn. By the way, like, hopefully in the near future, I could get update and get some new technology. Because, like, using the phone, it's not a problem. It's just, I want something better, like, more consistent. Okay, Pluto entered into Capricorn on November 26th, 2008, and will stay there until 2023. But isn't it going to stay there until 2024? Okay, that may be a little bit inaccurate. But you know what? Maybe it's going to like retrograde. It's going to go direct and then retrograde back until 2024. Who knows? But anyway, back to the Neptune and Pisces. But yeah, like, with everything that's going on in the world, like, sometimes I feel like there's a war on what we consider reality. A physical war, a spiritual war, an interdimensional war. I have no idea. But you know, there's like a questioning of reality and what makes us real and what is real and what is reality. Because, like, I'm hearing things about, like, sex dolls and, you know, social media. Oh, social media. Like, social media relationships, like falling in love with people you've never met before, which isn't necessarily a brand new concept and idea, but that, like, social media just, like, it confuses things. And yeah, and remember the whole thing about the Mayan calendar ending in 2012. And this is strange, but what if the world actually did ended, quote unquote ended, in 2012? Like, what if it really did ended? And but it wasn't like necessarily traditional in the way we would think will end. It wasn't some like major like devastating event where it was like big earthquakes and all that extra shit that you see in movies and stuff like that. But what if in December 21st, 2012, the world did end it. And we're just, living in another realm, another dimension, another reality. Or what if, like, our reality shifted? Because even though this is debated, I consider that we are in the age of Aquarius, but it's debated because people don't know exactly when. Some people say that it happened in the 60s. Some people say that it's going to happen like 100 years from now. So there isn't like a clear date. But I consider this like the age of Aquarius because for a whole bunch of reasons. One of the reasons is because technology, like that's like an obvious reason. Technology is like speeding up. It's like not where it was like even like 15 years ago. And like we're so dependent on technology. And that's like Uranus. That's like Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so that's it. And it makes a lot of sense. Why? Like with the technology, and if you know anything about Uranus, it's about technology, it's about breakthroughs, it's about rebellion, stuff breaking down. It's an outer planet, it's also a transpersonal planet. So like people of the same generation most likely share the same Uranus. But yeah, Pisces season, blah. But yeah, to get back to like the war on reality, like people having relationships with like sex dolls, falling in love with them. Like, I'm not completely against that. Like, I don't judge like that, but that's just on some next shit. Like, straight up. That is on some next shit. And I'm like, really? This must be the age of Aquarius, and this must be like Neptune and Pisces. Only in Neptune and Pisces where people fall in love with inanimate objects, and it's perfectly okay. And like the stuff with gender and how there's like, I think there's like over like 100 genders or something like that. Yeah, stuff like that, like a questioning of what we consider reality. Because as you know, there's people that are born with a traditionally female part and a traditionally male parts. And like that's like biological. And like who knows? Gender and like what's a gender, what's a sex and all that. And just like a questioning of reality. And even if you like look at like relationships, open relationships, different kinds of like relationships, and that's Pisces and that's Aquarius realm. Because after Libra, I would even say maybe Scorpio. Well, no, after Libra, the signs after is like more outer planet base. Because like after Libra is Scorpio, and Pluto's rules. Well, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is it's kind of an outer planet, but it's more of a personal planet than an outer planet. Like the outer planets would be Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto, pretty much. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and that's the thing. Jupiter and Saturn are a bit funny because it's like the door between personal planets and transpersonal planets. Because with like Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, like those planets, like there's a greater responsibility for them. Partially because they're ruled by mostly outer planets. And also because if you think about the sign and what their ruling planets mean, it's like on some like, it's not like personal anymore. Well, it is personal, but it's not like as personal as like Aries, which is like the first sign and is ruled by Mars. Like, yes, there's self interest with these transpersonal signs and planets, but it's on like a greater scale. Because even if you see like what's going on with like the Me Too movement and the sexual like harassment, like stories and allegations and all that other stuff, like we have to like take responsibility and accountability and like change things. Okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent, but like I'm kind of jealous of like the Pluto and Libra generations, the Pluto and Virgo, and especially the Pluto in like Leo. Cause like, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but like they like straight up they had it easy. Like compared to like the Pluto generation and like the other like trans personal signs and like planets generations, like they didn't have to worry about nothing. They could like be like selfish, they could do what they want, they could like fuck up the world. And like now, like my generation or generations beyond, like we have to clean up their shit. And this necessarily isn't new, but I feel that like the planetary energies support this more than it would in like Pluto and like Libra. But even if you look at Libra, Libra is like on the cusp of like personal and trans, like personal. And like both like personal and like transpersonal signs and planets, as I said before, with the transpersonal signs and planets, which are Scorpio, Pluto, Sagittarius, Jupiter, Capricorn, Saturn, Aquarius, Uranus slash Saturn, and Pisces, Neptune. Like, again, there's like a greater responsibility. It's not just you. Like, these are like the last signs of like the zodiac. So, like, they like, you know, are preparing for like the end and like a new cycle. But yeah, maybe more on this later because I'm just talking out the side of my head and I just want to chill. As I said before, like Pisces season has been blah. And I just feel blah. And it's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just like a blah thing. It's like it's like I don't even know how to describe it because I was gonna say slug or like a snail, but that makes no fucking sense when I think about it. But yeah, anyway, hopefully the sound doesn't suck on this. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this. And I'm tired now and I just want to chill and enjoy the rest of the Pisces season. I'm here for the spring weather. I'm here for Aries season because you know that's what's up. And yeah, peace out. Bye.